I'm Kurt Loder with MTV News. Guns N' Roses finally kicked off their long-awaited 1991 World Tour here at Alpine Valley Music Theater in East Troy, Wisconsin on Friday night. And without any further ado, here's a look at how it went.
Ever since we started, we've been aiming at, we wanted our second major album. We wanted to headline a tour, and to do it right. And it feels great.
You were originally employed when they approached you to join this group. What, did they just ring you up and say, hey, come on over here?
Originally, I was just going to go in and do the record, and then go back to the Cult, stay with the Cult. And then, as soon as a couple weeks of rehearsals went by, I went to a barbecue at Slash's, and he proposed a question to me. You want to join Guns N' Roses,
I got used to working with Nat like that, and then Dizzy came in, and it was just piano, which I'm used to listening to anyway.
My first live show with Guns N' Roses was Rock in Rio.
What was that like?
It was like a blur. I was like, man, I can't believe this.
Now I get up around whenever. I used to get up on time. But that old man, he's a real motherfucker. Gonna get me on down the line.
How do you go through shows every night with no set list? I guess it keeps you on your toes.
Keeps the lighting guys and the sound guys on their toes too. Our shows, we never had a perfect show. And, like a lot of bands, I won't say the names or whatever, they have like the set list and they say the same thing in between songs every night. That's like going to a 9-to-5 job to me.
This is Guns N' Roses' first tour in 3 years, and that's their first ever as a headlining act. 40,000 people turned out to see them here at Alpine Valley, even though most of their show is made up of previously unheard material off their 2 new albums, which won't even be out until August.
I just kept trying to get a little better than a little better than before. We've been dancing with Mr. Brown Show.
If we can entertain 40,000 people without any kind of material for them to recognize, which isn't really fair, but at the same time, it's really good for us and it's making us work hard. And we're still going to give you a good show. And if I remember correctly, that's how we started out in clubs.
It was just great. The new music was amazing. Oh, I love hearing new material. It's great. It's something new. It's something different.
People weren't really familiar with it, but I think once they get accustomed to it and get used to it, I think they'll like it a lot.
Said woman, take it slow, and things will work out fine. 'Cause all we need is just a little patience.
What exactly happened to you? How did you do this to your foot?
About a week ago, we played the Ritz in New York, and I got really excited. I was just jumping off everything and landed on my heel on a cement floor with no cushioning in my boots, but the doctor seemed to think it'll be fine. Without this, it's definitely limping, but we didn't want to call the show.
Axel, I touched Axel, man.
I peed in my pants.
I leave it all behind.
Guns N' Roses back on the road at last and coming soon to a town near you. Do try to catch them. This is an amazing show. That's the news for now. We'll be back with more later here on MTV.